Welcome back, Finksters. Now in this video we are going to discuss how you can debug your code in PyCharm. If you are working on a large project where you have huge code snippets, then having a bug in your program is quite obvious. This is where PyCharm comes to our aid and it helps us to debug our code line by line. Since you can debug your code line by line, it becomes very easy for the programmer to identify the errors or the exceptions that lead to erroneous outputs. So let us quickly have a look at an example so that we can understand how debugging works in PyCharm. So if you have a look on the screen, we have a program such that we have a variable A and a variable B. Both of them have certain values. Then we have C, which contains the result of the addition of the two numbers or the two variables A and B, and then we print the average of the two numbers. Then we check if the average is equal to A plus B divided by 2. If so, then we print no exception, otherwise we move into the else block. Inside the else block, we print a division by 0 error. Now as you can see, I have purposely printed this out for you so that you can understand the error that we are facing in this situation. Also, there's something that I want you to focus upon. If you look in the if statement, C by 2 is not equal to A plus B divided by 2. Can you tell me why? We will have a look at that while we debug our code. In order to begin debugging, the first thing that you must do is to place a breakpoint in your program. Now you might be asking me, what do you mean by a breakpoint? A breakpoint is nothing but a point in the program where the program will be suspended and the process of debugging can be initiated from that line or from that point in the program. So if I want to initiate my debugging from line number 1, then I can put my breakpoint at the first line. If I want the debugging to begin from line number 3, then I can put my breakpoint at line number 3. Now how can I put this breakpoint? It's quite simple. You just need to click on the empty space between the number of the line and the data or the statement which is actually printed on that line or which is actually typed on the line. So this is our empty space. We want to make line 1 as our breakpoint. So all we need to do now is click here and this now becomes our breakpoint. So as you can see, as soon as we clicked on this empty space, we have a red dot. This denotes that this line is our breakpoint and this is where our program will start debugging line by line. Now the next step is to start the debugging process. To start the debugging process, there are 3 ways. The first way is to right click on the code and then click on debug and the name of the file. So as you can see, I have highlighted the line that you need to click in order to begin your debugging. The second way is to use a shortcut. If you are on Windows, you can press the Alt, Shift and F9 keys on your keyboard and that will begin the debugging process. The third option or the third way of initiating your debugging process is to click on this icon, this bug icon. I hope you can see that on the screen. I have placed the pointer on the icon. So let's click on that icon and now you can see we have a debugger window here. Now this is different from the window that appears when we run our program. Also, if you look closely, then the line where we placed our breakpoint has turned blue. or it is highlighted in blue color. Now in the debugger window, you can see that we have certain options where you can press F8 or click on this icon to execute the current line and then move on to the next line, or you can also press F7 to execute that line and move into the next or step into the next line or the function that comes next. So let's do that and let's see what happens. I hope you noticed that we had the value of A printed on the first line, or the debugger showed us the value of A in the first line. Similarly, we are now into the second line. This means we now should be able to see the value of B. So let's check, and as you can see, B is 35. So as of now the program works fine. C is 60. So this is correct as well. Now we are into our if statement. So let's check the value inside the if statement. But as you can see, the if statement was not executed. So why did this happen? If you look closely, C by 2 would mean 60 by 2. That would yield us a value of 30. However, if you look at this part, A plus B divided by 2. So this does not mean that we are adding A and B and then dividing it by 2. Instead, we are first dividing B by 2 and then adding it to A. I hope the idea was clear, or the logic was clear. It is a simple BODMAS rule that's being followed here. If I would have used the proper brackets, then we would have simply moved into our if statement. However, since I didn't provide the correct brackets, so we are now inside our else statement. So as of now, we have the values for A, B and C. I hope you can see that on the debugger window as well. Now let's move on to the next line, and yet again we have an error. This time the debugger clearly tells us that we have a zero division error. That's why the control did not move on to the next line and the program was terminated. I hope the entire process of debugging was clear to you. Since the debugger window helped us with the values of each variable line by line, so we could easily identify the point where the error occurred. The first was in the if statement where we made a logical error. That's why it was skipped. And then we found an error on the line number 8 where debugger clearly told us that we had a zero division error. So this is how you can use debugging in PyCharm and debug your code and make it error free. Now in the next video we are going to discuss how we can test our code. Now that's going to be something very interesting. So if you have time, please join me in the next video.